So in this video, I just wanted to give some final thoughts and conclusions. Number one is anti-cheat. So when you add Bitcoin rewards to your game, it does change the incentive, and people will still try to cheat. We've had developers who haven't made games with rewards before, so they're not used to people hacking their game. But it's something to really, your game has to kind of be security first. Luckily with Zebedee, as we're only sending to Zebedee users via the email or the gamer tag, we do vet our users to try and make sure they're not a bot. However, we can't stop 100%, and it's something you also have to add to your game. That's why we recommend using something like Quago. If I didn't mention before, you will need to go to the Quago website and contact them, and they will get in touch with you, set you up with a developer account. Also, if you go to zbd.dev, we do have a course on game dev security. It kind of a 101 on how game devs will hack your game and how you can address it. So this isn't even Bitcoin specific. This is just good game dev security. So I definitely recommend giving those videos a watch. It will just make you a better game developer all around. And it's quite a good format. We basically have a game. We make a game that's insecure. Then we have our in-house White House hacker who hacks a game. Then our dev makes it more secure. Then the hacker will hack it again. And it's kind of an arms race. So I definitely recommend checking that out. And next, so Beamable. So we are using Beamable for the back end. You can use your own back end, but depending on the size of your team, Beamable is probably recommended. Obviously, we are not a Beamable support team, so if you have any questions around Beamable, it's probably best to reach out to their support. Make sure you're familiar with their resources, their documentation, the community, because if it's your first time using Docker or using this type of microservices before, there could be a few simple issues that might trip you up that the Beamable community or support could answer. And number 3 is customize. Customize if you're American, and customize again. So this is Zebedee template. It's designed to be kind of customizable, so you can kind of, it's meant to give you a guiding point so you can get started. But obviously, you probably want to change the UI. So this is why all the code is open source. But yeah, I do recommend you understand how the code works and then customize it to suit the need for your games. And number 4 is basically kind of next steps. So I plan to make some more videos in this series. One thing we're going to look at is attestation. So I mentioned attestation before. There are 2 services by Google. It's called Google Play Integrity, and for iOS it's called Device Check. These are basically free services that they will. It's a very simple SDK. It's not too simple. It's a bit complicated, but don't worry, I'll make a tutorial to make it seem simple enough. But it will basically tell you if a player is playing a legitimate version of your app, i.e. has the app been downloaded from Google Play, has the app been altered, has it been cracked, has the code been changed? It should tell you yes or no. And also it'll tell you if the device is a legitimate device, i.e. are they playing on an emulator, are they playing on a hacked device? Some people change their device to make it like a hacking Android phone, or all these kind of stuff. So this is it's just a great free service that can really help cut down on bots. I would like to look at geo restrictions. Obviously when you're doing games, so this study ties in with the next point, ad networks as well. When you're doing rewarded games, a player in America might make you $1 in ad revenue when they play a game, so you're very happy giving them 20 cents in Bitcoin rewards. However, a player in the Philippines or Malaysia might make you like nothing or 1 cent, so you maybe don't want to send them rewards. So you can obviously not allow your app to be downloaded in those countries, but they might find a way to install it. So we can look at in Beamable ways that we can actually, when we send a payout or when we track their progress, we can detect what country they're in, and if they're in a country we don't allow, we can stop them playing. So I'd like to make a video on that, and also add network. So this is, how can you optimize your ad network in your game to make sure your game makes the most amount of revenue, because ultimately the Bitcoin you send to players is going to be funded by ad revenue or in-app purchases. Let me know if there's any other types of videos you'd like to see. I'm more than happy to make them. I'd like to do a bit more on security. One idea I have been playing with is different type of mechanics, which I think I spoke about in the first video. If we go back here, achievement-based rewards a bit harder to secure. So how can we make them a bit more secure? How can we make them to be? Can we add like a server authoritative mechanic in our Flappy Bird game with Beamable? And also, can we make a ticket lottery-based rewards game where we can, basically see, before we send the Bitcoin payments out, we can see which player has accumulated like an unreasonable or unlikely amount of coins or Bitcoin. Like this IP address or this player has got 10 times more coins than the average player, so they're probably cheating. So these are all things I'd like to explore in the next videos, but do get in touch right in the comment section other types of videos you would like to see, and I'd be more than happy to make them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful, and good luck with your game.